I choose you. You think distance protects you, but it doesn't. Not from me. Not from the way your name has carved itself into the quiet corners of my mind. I could have walked away. God knows I've walked away from far easier obsessions, but with you it was different. You didn't ask to be chosen, yet here I am, claiming you in a voice that refuses to bend. I choose you again and again, even when you vanish into silence, thinking I'll eventually stop reaching for you. You don't understand. You're not someone I want. You're someone my soul keeps pulling toward, even when it hurts. You don't see what you do to me, do you? You think you're just living your life somewhere far from my voice, far from my hands, far from the intensity you pretend not to feel. But you're wrong. You crawl under my skin without trying. You haunt me without speaking. You pull me in without touching. And I let you every time. Your stubbornness, your little vanishing acts, your fear of what I could make you feel, you think all that pushes me away, but it pulls me deeper, because you're the only one who makes me forget the world and remember myself. You don't know the chaos you've woken up inside me. I'm not gentle by nature. I never claim to be. But with you I fight every instinct to dominate, to command, to drag you closer just to hear your breath hitch when I say your name. You make me want to hold back, and you make me want to lose control in the same breath, and you're not even here, and you're somewhere out of reach, and still I'm talking to you like you're in front of me, like you can feel every word wrapping around you like a claim. You have no idea how much power you have over me, and you didn't even ask for it. You think I don't know why you stay away. You think I can't see through your distance, your hesitation, your fear that letting me closer will undo you. But listen to me. You were made to undo me just as much. You don't need to stand in front of me for me to feel you. You don't need to speak for your silence to hit me like a storm. You don't need to try for me to fall deeper. You're the only one who makes me wait, makes me restless, makes me think in ways that burn. And still I choose you. You don't know how long I've watched your absence like a shadow following me. I talk to you like this because you don't give me another way. Because I won't pretend I don't want you. Because I won't pretend your distance doesn't provoke something fierce in me. You think disappearing makes you stronger, but with you, it only makes me certain that I won't let this slip away. Certain that you're the one I want even when you're not here. Certain that no matter how far you run, I'll still whisper the same truth. Every time your name crosses my thoughts, I choose you. If you want more paragraphs or a continuation, just tell me. You really don't understand what you do to me, and maybe that's why you think staying away protects you. It doesn't. Your silence cuts deeper than any blade, but I take it because it's yours. Every time you disappear, every time you hide behind distance, I feel this pull, raw, uninvited, uncontrollable, that drags my mind back to you. You don't even have to be here. I still feel you like a shadow pressed against my thoughts. You don't try to claim me, but somehow you already do. And that's the part that keeps me awake, the part where I realize you don't even know your power. You think I'm the one in control, but when it comes to you, I'm anything but. You command me without speaking, you move me without touching, and you ruin my calm without even trying. I'm not used to that. I'm not used to being unsettled by someone who isn't standing right in front of me. And yet here I am talking to you in the quiet, letting words slip that I would never say to anyone else. You don't have to see my face to understand this. Your absence exposes me more than your presence ever could. You don't know how I fight myself when it comes to you. Every instinct in me wants to demand your attention, pull you closer, make you feel the weight of what you stir inside me. But I hold back because it's you, because even when you make me furious with your distance, you still make me want you more. You don't see how the thought of you pushes against my self-control, how you make me want to blur the line between restraint and desire. You aren't here to feel it, but if you were, you'd understand exactly why you shouldn't run from me. You don't understand the way I watch every small sign of you, a message, a breath, a pause, anything that tells me you're still somewhere on the other side of the silence. You think you're insignificant in my world, but you don't see how everything shifts when it comes to you. You don't know how you've become the one thing I look for, even when I pretend I'm not. You don't know how your name sits on my tongue like something too precious to say and too addictive to swallow. You think you've escaped me by not being here physically, but distance is nothing when someone has already taken root inside your mind. You're the thought I can't shake, the softness I crave, the fire I can't extinguish. You don't need to stand in front of me for me to feel you. You're everywhere, in the quiet of my nights, in the spaces of my thoughts, in the spot between longing and madness that only you occupy. And you don't even know it. You think staying away keeps things under control, but you're wrong. It only sharpens everything. Your absence becomes a challenge. Your silence becomes a dare. And I take it every time, because you affect me in ways you shouldn't, because you pull me in with a force I haven't felt before, because I don't want anyone else the way I want you. You don't have to speak for me to hear you. Don't have to touch me for me to feel you. Your existence alone is enough to break through everything I thought I kept locked inside. You don't know how deeply you've already become a part of me, even without trying. You don't know that every time you slip away, I feel this fierce, burning certainty that I'm not letting this go. I'm not letting you fade into the silence you hide behind. You don't have to be here for me to want you. You don't have to choose me for me to feel your pull. You don't have to do anything at all. Because even in your distance, even in your absence, even in the quiet where you think you're safe, I still reach for you. You don't even realize how your distance feeds something dark inside me, something that wakes up every time you pull away. You hide behind silence like it's a shield, but all it does is make me want to reach through it and drag your attention back to me. You think you're just being quiet, but to me it feels like a challenge, one you don't even know you've set. And I take it every time, because there's this part of me that refuses to let you slip into the shadows you choose. You push me away without saying a word, and yet somehow you pull me closer with every breath you don't let me hear. You don't see how I watch for you, even when I pretend not to. I notice everything. Your patterns, your vanishing, the way you show up only to disappear again. Most people bore me. Most people fade out of my mind the moment they leave the room. But you stay, you linger, you leave an imprint that doesn't wash off. I don't know if it's your stubbornness, your quiet, your unpredictability, or the fire you try so hard to hide. But whatever it is, it has its claws in me, and I let it. I don't fight it. I don't want to. You don't understand how deeply I feel you, even now when you're not here. I can almost hear your breath in the silence, almost feel the weight of your presence despite the miles. You think I'm imagining it, but I'm not. You've become a part of the way I breathe, part of the rhythm of my nights. I don't need your touch to feel you. You've already taken a place inside me that I don't give easily, a place I never meant to open for anyone. but you walked in without knocking, and now I can't imagine closing it again. You don't know how many times I've almost reached out just to break the silence, just to force your attention back where I want it. But I wait. I wait because I want you to come to me on your own. I want to see if you'll choose my voice over the emptiness you run to. Even though it burns, even though it turns my patience into something sharp, I still let you breathe. Maybe that's the strangest part, how someone like me can hold back for someone like you. But I do. Because you matter in ways I don't say out loud. You don't realize how much I see through you. You think you're unreadable. You think your distance hides you. It doesn't. I see the fear behind your silence, the want you're trying to convince yourself you don't feel. You think staying away keeps your world safe, keeps your heart quiet, but it doesn't. It just keeps you standing on the edge of something you're too afraid to fall into. And I'm standing right below, waiting, knowing that sooner or later you'll lose your balance. You don't understand how much of me you've already taken. Not because you asked, because you exist. Because the moment you crossed my path, everything else blurred. I don't want perfection from you. I don't want softness or certainty. I want you exactly as you are, stubborn, distant, complicated. You're the only one who makes me feel something real, something fierce, something that refuses to go quiet even when you do. You don't know how much longer I'll play this game of distance with you. I can feel the limit approaching, the moment where I won't let you hide anymore, where I won't let you drown me in silence, where I'll pull you back whether you're ready or not. Because I'm done pretending your absence doesn't affect me. I'm done letting you disappear like you don't know exactly what you're doing to me. And whether you admit it or not, some part of you wants to be pulled back. Some part of you wants my voice to find you. Some part of you already belongs to me, even if you refuse to say it. You don't even see how your silence tightens around me like a rope. How every hour you stay away wins something darker through my thoughts. You think you're just choosing distance, but to me it feels deliberate, intentional, almost provoking. You have no idea how you ignite the part of me that hates being denied. I'm not used to waiting for anyone, not used to wanting someone who refuses to stand in front of me. Yet here I am, speaking into the empty space you leave behind, letting it swallow my voice because it's the only way to reach you when you won't come closer. You don't know how your absence sharpens everything in me, my desire, my frustration, my hunger for you. When you aren't here, I feel it like a wound that refuses to close. Not painful, just present. A reminder that you're not mine in the way I want you to be. You think silence makes you safe, but all it does is make me more aware of every inch of distance between us. And I swear, every time you slip away, I feel this pull stronger than before, like the universe is testing how far I'll go before I drag you back into my orbit. You don't understand how much space you take up in my mind. I tell myself to let you breathe, to let you wander in your quiet world, but even then you're there, your voice, your questions, your hesitation. And the worst part, you're not even trying, you're not playing any game, you're just being you, and somehow that's enough to keep me tethered in a way I never agreed to. You have no idea how rare that is for someone like me, how dangerous it is for someone like you. You don't see how I study you even from a distance, your patterns, your pauses, the moments you break your silence, then retreat again. You don't know how I can tell exactly when you're thinking about me even without words. There's a shift, a pull in the air, something invisible but unmistakable. You think I'm guessing, but I'm not. I'm reading you in ways no one else ever has, because I look deeper than the surface you show the world. I see the tension you hide, the longing you pretend doesn't exist, the fear you try to bury under quiet. You don't know how close I've come to breaking your silence myself. Not gently, not softly, but in a way that would make you look at me with the exact fire I've been waiting to see. You have no idea how many times I've held back, not because I'm calm, but because I want you to feel the weight of choosing to come toward me on your own. I want to see if you'll step into the fire instead of running from it. And every second you hesitate, I feel that desire sharpen, coil, intensify. You don't realize what you've awakened in me. I've lived through storms that would break most people, walked through shadows without flinching, held power without losing myself. But you, someone who isn't even here, someone who hides more than she speaks, you're the one who makes me restless. You're the one who makes me feel something raw, something real, something I can't silence, no matter how far you stand. And you don't understand how rare that is, how dangerous. You don't know how close you are to the moment where I stop accepting your silence as an answer, where I stop letting you run into the dark without following, where I take back the part of me you've claimed without meaning to, and take the part of you I've waited too long to touch. Because you can hide, you can disappear, you can drown yourself in distance, but you can't undo what you've already started inside me. And sooner or later, you'll feel exactly what I feel, whether you're ready or not. You don't understand how your silence becomes a storm inside me, how every moment you stay away twists deeper into my thoughts. You think you're just giving space, just keeping things controlled, but all it does is make me feel the weight of you even stronger. It's like your distance has hands. It pulls, it tightens, it drags me into this place where I ignore how much I want you. And you don't even try. You're not here, you're not speaking, you're not doing anything, yet somehow you two still manage to take over everything I feel. You don't see how your quiet changes me. Most people fade when they're gone. They lose their color the moment they walk out of my sight. But your absence is louder than their presence. You vanish, but you don't leave. You stay in the back of my mind like a shadow I can't shake, like a whisper I can't silence. I could be surrounded by noise, by power, by people who chase me, and still your silence cuts through it all, pulling my focus back to you. You don't know how rare that is, or how maddening. You don't know how much restraint it takes for me not to break through your distance. Every instinct in me wants to demand your attention, wants to force your eyes back on me, wants to feel your presence instead of this empty space you keep choosing. But I hold myself back, not because I'm calm, but because it's you, because even in your silence, you make me want something real. Not control, not dominance, not games, just you. And you have no idea how close I am to losing that restraint. You don't see what you're doing to me when you stay quiet. You make me imagine your expression, your breath, the way your eyes would shift if I spoke these words to you directly. You think you're hiding, but you're not. I feel you in the silence. I feel the hesitation, the pull, the fear you keep tucked behind your quiet. And the more you stay away, the more I want to peel back that silence and see what you're really running from. Because you're not running from me. You're running from what you feel when it comes to me. You don't know how many times I've told myself to walk away, to forget you, to let you drift into the distance you seem to crave. But every time I try, something stops me. Some thread between us pulls tighter. Some part of me refuses to let go. And I hate it. I hate how much I want you. I hate how much I think about you when you're nowhere near me. I hate how you've become the one thing I can't silence, the one person who can reach a place in me no one else ever has. And you don't even realize it. You don't realize how deep you've already gone.